G'day, this is Jack and I'm really proudly showing you one of my latest art pieces, which is in an artist book, and thank you to San for videoing this. So this book was inspired when we stayed for 1 week in May on an island, all instigated by Sarah Yeomans. So the book opens right out, and I'll just take a minute to do that. You can see it starts off with Cockatoo Island. It's quite long. Fabriano Italian paper. So when you first arrive, you see all this industrial stuff, and it's been called Cockatoo Island, and this is the beautiful old home that we stayed in. This is looking across the bay to Balmain. Beautiful old trees and fences. This is Woolwich, which was opposite us and had a whole lot of boats and a whole lot of people learning how to sail. The trees just outside our door had cockatoos, and so I've put some that spring out there a little bit. And then this is North Sydney and the sun rising over the harbour bridge. It was such a pleasure to see the ferries going around with the Aboriginal flag on them. This is Sydney, some of the Balmain foreshore, and then this leads to some of the beautiful old houses that they rent out that were harbour master houses and built out of the sandstone from the island itself. There's lots of industrial waste around and amazingly differently built buildings. In the background here you can see Iron Cove Bridge, and a little bit further on Gladesville Bridge just in the very background. You come to this thing, it was like a floodlight stand, and obviously there's been some Aboriginal ceremony there. Some colours were painted originally just on here, but I've embellished that and put on the top the Aboriginal name of the island, which is Wareamah, and it actually means place of women. So this island was a women's space, is a women's space, and we certainly enjoyed that whole aspect of it. There's so many industrial buildings, all built in different decades. This is a set of prison doors that looked particularly scary, and behind them I wrote, "We have a black history." Convict cells, chimneys, and old bits of shipbuilding paraphernalia. This old bit of industrial waste, I gave it a spinning wheel, and in the centre of that is a peace signal, hoping that we have peace with the Aboriginal people and give them a treaty as soon as possible.